When no one told you life was gonna be this way.
It's gonna be so loud.
And we're live. Go ahead, and we're good.
That's your cold open?
Yep. You can't use that because of copyright.
Welcome to Podpodcastcast. Hello and welcome to Podpodcastcast. It's a podcast where we review other podcasts. I'm Sam. And I'm Honor.
Honor, you sound like a nerd.
Well, okay, so as I'm sure you figured out, it's not Sam, it is me, Amy Poehler. It's Amy Poehler.
It's
guys,
me, Jack Black.
I couldn't say that if I wasn't the real
guys.
Amy. I'm not Amy Poehler.
Guys, it's me, the real host of this podcast. It is Honor, but you probably have noticed, that's right, there's no Sam.
We're without the bad one today.
Yeah. So this is a little takeover of Honor and Patience and Justice, the siblings. So this is a little bit of a chaos episode.
Sam didn't want to be on the podcast because he's uncool.
He didn't scared of me.
Feel like it. So I said, well, my siblings are on spring break, so I guess I can improvise.
Two halves of an annoying can make one whole annoying, if you catch my drift.
Who do you think you're talking to? Keep my name out of your mouth.
Is your name annoying?
No.
Yes.
It's implied.
Okay.
John implied.
So, pretty much what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be going through... Because, you know, behind the scenes, this episode is about family. And how family shapes who you are. And how family influenced actually a lot of the podcasts that we've covered on this podcast where we cover other podcasts. Because my siblings listen to things and I go, I will steal that for content. So, we're going to go over all of the podcasts that actually my siblings listened to first and or recommended to me and or Sam, and they get to give their 2 cents now.
Listener, I'm here to complain. And do you know why I'm here to complain? Because many moons ago, I listened to a podcast. It was called the Far Meridian. It was by a production studio. I didn't look up any information before coming on this episode. Yeah. Honor, jumped into the room and said, Patience, Sam quit because he's a silly guy.
Yeah, for sure.
And you have to come onto the podcast now. So I didn't have time to look anything up. But anyway, I digress. I listened to a podcast. It was called the Far Meridian. I was like, wow, this podcast is kind of cool. It's a very interesting concept in which a person is in a lighthouse. And the lighthouse moves around to different locations in time and space. Every, unit of time. Yeah. and they have cool theme music, and it's little episodic little vignettes with different characters where it's a lot of just
vignettes,
character studies. And I was like, wow, they use poetic language and different storytelling devices in ways that are cool. Maybe I should recommend this podcast to my sister. Listener, this was way before Podpodcastcast.
This is true.
This conversation predated Podpodcastcast by approximately an eon. And I said, Honor, listen to this podcast. I think you'd like it. And I think it took Honor about 8 billion years to listen to my recommendation. But by the time she listened to my recommendation, the eon had passed and Podpodcastcast was happening. And so Honor listened to this podcast. And then, guys, you can quote me if... You can correct me if I'm wrong on this, and, don't quote me on this, is what I was trying to say. I'm just so overwhelmed by my rage. Honor brought the Far Meridian onto a roundtable episode. And if memory serves me correctly, she said, yeah, someone recommended I listen to this podcast. I don't really remember who.
I'm pretty sure I said my sister recommended.
I don't think you did. I don't think you did, because why would I be this mad?
I'm pretty sure.
So
I fully credited
that's the
you.
start of my complaining. And listener, I'm done complaining now because, I quite liked the Far Meridian. Did I finish it? No, sorry. Just because I got really busy, but I liked it a lot. I thought the finale where there was a lightning thing, like that was I was like, wait, I feel really invested in these characters now, even though it's been sort of like mysterious as to what the plot is. I was still invested in the characters. There was that little mini episode with the paper airplanes. I was like, dude, this is really good. Yeah, so I thought it was interesting. I thought it, again, used some conventions of genre and storytelling, such as having like poetic sounding language and dialogue, which sometimes I wish that like, if you're going to do something like that, you need to commit to the bit a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Just write actual poems and...
Well, I was even thinking in terms of, like, acting direction and the way that just the whole thing, not even in terms of just the writing itself, but in the soundscape and the overall tone, I feel like you need to commit to, like, yes, this is the stylistic choice that we're making, because I feel like those choices aren't as effective if they just exist in a vacuum. Like, you need to have all of the different stylistic elements. I really like directing. I took a directing class. And so you need to have a production concept, and it all needs to like be different production elements need to be all supportive of this stylistic idea. But that's a minor critique, because really I think they did a pretty good job of like getting me to be invested in the like, okay, we're going on a little like poetic monologue now. That's great. It sounds really pretty. I just wish that it was a little bit more heightened, honestly, if they were going to make that choice. But the theme music was really good, and I thought all of the voice actors were very, very good. I was very impressed by the acting in that show. So, yeah, it sounds like maybe it was like left unfinished, like they weren't able to complete it. I'm not sure. So that's a little sad. I'll always be curious about what was going on. There was also some violin content, and I like the violin. So that was pretty cool for me. And yeah, so now you've heard the whole story.
Yeah, this is the level of critical engagement that you just don't get when Sam is here, you know?
I also haven't listened to any of the podcasts I'm going to talk about today in probably since the Jurassic period. I haven't, again, I did no preparation to come on to this episode, but those are my thoughts.
That's about the same level of preparation that goes into every episode of Podpodcast.
So you just don't care about like making an experience for the listeners.
My episode, I had 20 names listed as nicknames for Sam.
That was great.
That's true.
Don't
Guys,
call me unprepared.
Sometimes I pull up that episode and I just listen to that section whenever I want just a little laugh.
Yeah, it's a short on our social medias. Go follow us, Podpodcastcast.
I actually don't think it is. I think it's another moment from that episode, but...
Go follow me! Never mind. I was going to plug, and then I thought that was stupid. Anyway, that's some nerd stuff. Let's talk about NPR.
NPR. Famously not nerdy.
It stands for Nerds Public Radio.
Anyway,
that's right.
Yeah, I'll look back through our old episodes to see, what podcasts have we talked about that my siblings could give their 2 cents on. But the main ones were definitely the Far Meridian, because that was straight up my sister listened to it, and then I listened to it because of that. And Wait, Don't Tell Me, which Justice is the expert on, and we had an episode all about Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Expert is a strong word.
But
I am.
Of the 4, yeah. But you are.
Yeah.
Who else is going to be the expert?
Can I interject real quick?
What?
Can I interject your interjection?
Yeah.
This is a stereo microphone. I'm going to give the viewers an insane audio experience.
Everybody quiet. I exported as mono.
Viewers at home, Honor doesn't care for you.
No, I do care, because I know I'm a person who likes to listen to stuff with one earbud in, because I like to be able to hear the world around me in my other ear. And so I kind of hate when a podcast is stereo for kind of no reason, and then I just can't hear stuff. Can
you release this one as both a mono and stereo version?
I don't think so.
Well, go into the files and you're going to find this clip right here, and the viewers are going to really appreciate this.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get on that. And then there was a plane in real life.
A plane? Do you think that was a plane?
I can't really hear.
Plane?
Because
car.
I can't really hear because I'm listening to our live feed of our audio.
Anyway, before Justice gets into... Stop it. Stop it right now.
Is this good? Are we getting this good?
That's not funny.
Are we picking this up good?
That's
we're
not
really
funny.
picking that up. That's been our ASMR segment.
Before Justice gets to his review, I just want to issue a formal apology to NPR for saying that you stand for Nerds Public Radio, because I think NPR is cool.
Public radio is important. Support public radio.
Yeah.
Thanks to viewers like you. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm sorry, NPR.
Pretty much.
Signed, Amy Poehler. I'm also not Amy Poehler. I'm sorry, Amy Poehler.
That's right.
Honor, stop
Amy
saying
Poehler.
I'm Amy Poehler.
What the
Stop
frick?
saying it. Stop. It's not funny.
We all know I'm Amy Poehler.
That's Amy Poehler.
Yeah. Okay, Justice, we're
And
gonna...
Amy Poehler's opinions on NPR's Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Well, so here's the situation, right? Oftentimes I find myself finding a piece of media, and I find a snippet or a little piece of it, and I go, wow, that's really nice, and I like to consume this piece of media. And this happens to me frequently. And then I go and find the larger output of this media, and it's completely different than the like one-off little thing I found. An example of this is a Dimension 20. I started listening. In my episode, I reviewed, I believe it was The Unsleeping City.
Yep.
And then I started trying to listen to other Dimension 20 seasons, and I just thought, wow, these really aren't for me. Very different vibes, completely different
Interesting.
aesthetics, when they were still okay, and I can appreciate how other people would like them, but I was like, wow, this is not what I thought Dimension 20 was. Anywho,
Wow. I didn't even know that.
I started listening to NPR Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me during the pandemic, where they recorded each of their episodes in home studios, and each person would tune in from their home, and they would have listeners call in, and I was like, wow, this is very nice. The audio is like surprisingly crisp. Like, wow, this is very good. Then I go and find and continue to search for NPR's Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me, and I find they actually record them in a theater in Chicago. Jamie, look it up, please.
You don't remember what it's called?
It might be called the Chicago Amphitheater.
It's something like that. Where
And they
is
record
my-
them, and I get into the first episode, and it's the freaking guy. What's the host's name that I can't remember now?
Bill?
No, that's the voice.
Oh,
Man.
Pete Sagal?
That's no
The
different
host
thing.
of Wait, Wait,
Pete
Don't Tell Me?
Sagal is a different show, I'm pretty sure.
Peter Sagal.
Peter Sagal.
I'm sorry I called you Pete. I feel like we're
Well,
not
so
really
I
on...
call him Pete. So me and Pete.
Okay.
So Pete starts talking, and it's the insane echo of Chicago Amphitheater. Am I right?
Studebaker Theater.
Studebaker Theater.
I think
And-
also the Chicago Amphitheater sometimes they have like special live shows that are different.
But the majority of Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me is filmed and hosted in front of a large audience
This is true.
of people. And it's like these people are on stage, and it was such a different vibe that, quite frankly, I only ever listened to the pandemic episodes.
So this is wild to me because you were so upset that we didn't have you on the Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me episode.
I don't think he was. I think
I
you made
really
that up.
wasn't.
I think maybe
You were-
I think
hey,
maybe you
hey.
were upset.
You were for a bit, and we live in bits here.
I probably went,
Okay.
oh man.
No, you pretended to be really
darn.
mad, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
funny, and it's funny.
Gosh.
You pretend to be really mad about it.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are we getting this good?
That's enough.
Don't
Fine.
edit anything out of this episode.
We're submitting the raw file, the raw stereo file.
If you edit anything,
It's not touching Adobe Audition.
We'll
It's
know.
not touching anything. Wave Agent, none of it.
It's going on Audacity.
We're not even. It's gonna be untitled.
you have you
One.
have the audacity to edit out
Oh.
any of this content.
Good.
Yeah.
A+ joke. This is also something I've noticed. When somebody says a genuinely really good joke, I don't laugh. I go, good joke. Like I get like serious about it. I'm
No.
like, that was good.
Yes, I have told people my red flag, my worst trait, is that when I think something is funny, I just go, that's funny, which sounds like I think it was awful, but it's for real.
No, like when you say, like you said that joke. Oh, the audacity to edit this.
Yeah.
Hey, let's press pause. Let's put a spotlight on the fact that you think that's what I sound like.
My name's
Wait, can you do your Sam impression?
Book.
Yeah.
Coming for you, Sam. And you can't stop me.
Sam is being replaced, and
Nothing
this is
can.
being turned
I am the
into a
immortal.
family show.
I am the immortal snail that cannot be stopped or killed.
This is
Fight me in the
crazy.
skies.
Fight you in the skies.
That's a reference that if somebody listened to Dimension 20, they'd get it.
Yeah.
Listener, that was for you.
Yeah.
Is it my turn to give another review where I
Yeah,
talk
sure.
about my rage?
There really has been no structure to this episode, and I think that's kind of awesome.
Wait, don't tell me 10 out of 10 would recommend. That's my review.
Yeah.
Baller.
That's how we were listening to Wait, Don't Tell Me when the news of the
Yeah, that's
the
how we figured out
presidential
Biden. I
yeah.
was mopping.
Yeah.
That's true.
When we
were in
figured
the
out
kitchen.
that Joe Biden won the presidency.
Sleepy Joe.
We were in the kitchen, and Justice was mopping, and Wait, Don't Tell Me was playing out loud, and we found out Biden won the presidency. That's a look into our household.
But
Anyways.
I really appreciate how it's very fun and also informs people of pressing news and what is going on in our current day to day, and it makes the cluster, and then so the bleep for that is going to be that popular news media is. Wait, Don't Tell Me is a great diversion, but not replacement. It doesn't like sugarcoat things, but it does make the spoonful of sugar go down a bit easier.
Yeah, you get... Okay, so a cat
Cat
has
on the
jumped
table.
on the table.
Give me
Hi,
one.
cat.
You're going into hoodie.
This is such a formal episode.
He's been consumed.
Listeners, if you like this format of episode,
Come here.
leave a like. Let us know so we know to invite more chaos.
In
into
honor
the
of
lives
Women's History Month, I will steal Sam's job.
Yeah. I will replace...
That was not a funny joke.
I will replace Sam with Patience and or Justice if this episode goes viral. Anyways, for another podcast that one of you recommended that you didn't get to give your 2 cents on, I know there's another one that you did, Patience.
I have 2.
Wolf 359 for sure.
Yes. I do think I listened to that one after you.
You did.
I did not
listened to it first.
You recommended that to me.
But you do really love that podcast, and you didn't get to give your 2 cents on it. And Sam offended us both
Yeah.
by not liking it as much as he could have. He still liked that podcast. I'm just mad he didn't adore it because he deserves it.
Remind me, what were Sam's thoughts on Hira?
That she was like fine, which is crazy.
So the rage is consuming me once more. Sam,
Yeah.
This one's for you. Sam, are you listening? Listen. Okay. Sam, good character writing is so important. And when you come across a character that does so many just incredibly intriguing things in terms of exploring, like, what is the human experience? What does emotion mean? And what is the role of, like, emotion and perception and autonomy in the human experience and the human condition, and how does that inform the ways that we relate to one another? And it's just mind-boggling to me that you would listen to...
Keep going.
I'd rather not.
This is your rage music.
I really prefer not to.
I won't even have to edit this podcast. It's already soundtracked and everything.
Okay.
Justice, can you do an a cappella version of the Podpodcastcast theme?
I don't know how it goes. Play it?
Okay, you're not a real fan.
Play it? Play it? Jamie, can we play it? Can we play it?
Yeah, so play through that. That was awesome.
Thanks.
Good job.
Sam, it is mind-boggling to me that you would listen to, for example, Hira's monologue in episode 11. For example, episode 41 titled Memoria.
Bro, we've got to work cited. We've got references.
Dude. What am I talking about? Okay, let's see. Wolf 359 is an audio drama that's set in outer space. Outer space is a place that is very high up.
And down low.
Stop
At the
interrupting
same
me.
And
time.
side to side and to and fro.
True.
You can't go over it. You can't go under it. You have to go through it. And that's what these characters do in outer space. They go and they orbit a star and they say, what is the waves coming from this star?
Can I just
And-
ask that you would continue this but like rhyme?
No.
Continue the rhyme scheme.
I
please.
can't. And they're like, wow, I'm a space commander and I'm a mad scientist and I'm an AI who's the best character in this show. And I'm, who did I not say? I'm a communications officer.
Yeah, the main character.
I am giving you my audio logs. And they say, wow, what if we created an incredibly gripping story with really well-written characters and funny jokes about toothpaste and lots of conflict and intrigue. A slightly annoying person whose name is, I think, Cutter, whoever the villain is. But it's okay that he's annoying because he's the villain. Miranda Price is also annoying because she's also the villain. What?
Justice is raising his hand.
Is Cutter being a villain the same thing as Splinter being a villain? He's not a villain. Shredder? Shredder. That's
Fake fan.
Shredder?
Fake fan.
Are Cutter and Shredder just like the same thing but different?
They're cousins.
Does he have big metal hands?
Fake fan in the room on the podcast. Fake.
That just peaked the mic.
Okay. So, Wolf 359, I haven't listened
It's
to it
good, probably.
in about 14 million light years. But what I remember about Wolf 359 is that I liked it a lot, you guys. No, I do think that Wolf 359 has really interestingly written characters and character development. At the beginning, it is, again, episodic vignettes. Write that down.
Oh boy.
Where it's just like little character studies, and it's like, oh no, the toothpaste, oh no, and then suddenly things start getting really real, and you're like, whoa, what is identity? What is emotion? Also, music being like a core component of how they define the human experience and the human condition is
Amen.
really cool.
Amen.
It's a very interesting way that they like develop that and put it in a sci-fi context. Also, there's someone named Plant Monster who was pretty cool, but I don't think it really ended well. Cat on the table.
Cat on the table.
Do the wave, everybody. Cat on the table means do the wave.
Okay.
We did just do the wave in person with 3
And you'll never know.
humans.
You'll never know if we're lying.
You can never confirm that.
Yeah.
And this is why I think the viewers at home should have a video experience.
I don't. I think that's annoying.
And those are the 2 opinions.
ANNOYING.
STUPID.
Why are you being mean to me?
You bloody started it.
Okay. What was I saying? Anyway, so
Well, 359 is good.
I
is
think
your
it's a
point.
very good podcast. Honor recommended it to me, and I think I would have been in high school, and I listened to it, and I listened to the finale in choir class because we weren't doing anything because there was a whole situation as to why we weren't actually doing work in class that day. But I was listening to the finale of Wolf 359 and crying. And my friends were like, Patience, what's going on? And I was like, you'll never understand because first you'd have to listen to like 62 episodes of an audio drama. But yeah, I think I said about 2 coherent thoughts, but I really like Hira, and I was kind of confused when Sam was like, yeah, Hira, like whatever. I was like, Hira's the best part of the show in my opinion. I think she's the best written character, and her episodes are my favorite, and I'm not biased because that could never be.
True.
Yeah. I liked Wolf 59. Also, the music is really good.
That's true.
It has a really good score, which makes sense because music is such a critical part of the storyline. I think they have a really good balance of comedy and suspense. There were moments listening to that, I was like, wow, they're going to get just sucked into the vacuum of space. This is crazy. And then there were other times where I was like, oh my gosh, what a funny joke about toothpaste. And so
true.
Yeah, I thought it was very good script writing. I thought that they also did a good job playing with the conventions of genre. I thought that the voice actors were all very, very, very good. I love the voice acting in Wolf 359. So those are basically my thoughts on that. Yeah, pretty much. I don't really remember what was going on with the aliens. That's not really spoilers because they're in space, so you know there's going to be aliens at some point.
Yeah, it's pretty much a given.
But
Just wait until Wolf 360.
True.
And viewers, if you had a video experience, you would have seen that I just did a Wolf 360 in the studio.
Not true.
he didn't because he's lying.
Liar
You want me to do a
alert.
Wolf 360 right now?
Do it, bro.
I won't.
Why was it so long?
How? You have to cut that.
What would you rate Wolf 359?
I would rate it 359. I would rate Wolf 359 whatever Sam rated it, but then a couple more. Because I feel like then it would actually be like a decent, you know, fitting rating for Wolf 359. It was kind of like, it might have been the first audio drama that I listened to, honestly. It might have predated the Far Meridian. I'm not entirely sure.
I think so.
In terms of when I listened to it, but yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. And yeah, dude. I actually have, not to brag, but I do actually have
the Price and Carter's
Deep Space Survival and Protocol.
Yeah.
Manual, whatever the combination of words. I have that. And guys, there's a lot of wisdom in there. There's also some not so much wisdom in there because it was written by a fake evil corporation. So you have to take that with a grain of salt when you read it. You have to remember that you're reading the words of a made-up evil corporation. But, you know, there's some wisdom in there.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, I was just looking through episodes to see if there were any other shows. Those
one.
three. What?
I have one.
You go and then I'll
Okay,
go.
Justice's turn now.
You have to guess it. You get 3 guesses.
Is it a Dimension 20?
No.
You're saying it's something we reviewed that you wanted to talk
I think
about.
you've reviewed it. Viewers, you should know I have not listened to a single episode of Podpodcastcast to balance the scales in patience listening to them frequently. So now we as co-hosts we are the yin and the yang. We are the antithesis and the antithesis.
Yeah, this is true. Patience supports me and Justice doesn't. What have we reviewed that you would have listened to? New Heights with the Kelsey brothers?
No. You have one last guess. I actually don't know if I'm pretty sure you've reviewed it.
Can you just say it and then if it's the right answer, then I'll guess it?
No. Not how that works.
I truly don't know.
Could it possibly be...
Critical Role.
Critical Role. Well, what is it?
Chuckle Sandwich.
Is it Chuckle
Sandwich? Okay, yeah. Justice, what are your opinions on Chuckle Sandwich? That was the first podcast that we ever reviewed as a book club.
Chuckle Sandwich is great.
That's it?
I like it.
Yeah. Would you rather...
Let me ask viewers at home. Let me pose you a question. And I want you to listen in for this one. Put in both headphones so you have the stereo experience that Honor will be providing.
Yeah, for sure.
Would you rather have unlimited bacon, but no more games? Or unlimited games, but no more games?
Justice, I'm a listener at home, but wouldn't that mean that there would be no games, but also bacon in some hypothetical scenario? Justice, what if I just cook my own bacon?
Listener, I don't think you heard me. Let me say it.
Hey, can we move on?
No, we can't.
Hey,
we simply
move
can't.
on? Can we move on?
Do you have any other feedback on Chuckle Sandwich?
I like it.
Cool. Patience, what was your show you had in mind?
The other show that I had in mind was 36 Questions.
That's true.
Which is a podcast musical. And Sam, that is a real thing.
Yes.
So don't even get all mad. Okay, guys, I'm going to share a special talent that I have. Stop the clock. Fuck. Can we cut this?
No.
Please.
Absolutely not.
No, but wait, I don't want everyone to know yet. I'm not ready for the world to know that I have this skill.
Okay, I'll keep that in
Laugh
mind.
me in, patience. Yeah. Oh, man. 36 questions. I've heard it's 36?
36 questions.
Okay, no, we're gonna run one more time.
No,
just keep
stop
all this in.
interrupting me.
This is a glimpse into how things go.
So 36
So go ahead.
questions
Nope,
is a
laugh
musical.
in, laugh in.
Stop it. Stop it. Hey, stop it right now. Quit it.
I'm trying to laugh you in.
So now that
36
Justice has finished telling his unfunny jokes, 36 Questions is a musical podcast, which does exist, and it is real. And if you open your eyes, you'll know. And if you open your heart, you'll realize that a musical podcast is a really cool concept. Justice, stop sniffling. He's so moved by the emotions of the music.
I'm not.
And
Me and Patience are going to make a separate podcast that's a musical podcast, but we just kind of sing whatever songs we want.
That'd be awesome.
And we don't listen to our lawyers. So not a song at all.
So
So not a
36
song
Questions
at
is a
all.
musical
Just
podcast.
sort of one prolonged note.
The thing, I feel like it's a very cool concept to have a podcast musical, because then you get the whole experience of the whole musical.
What classifies a podcast musical?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. So unlike a cast recording, which is just the songs, and even for like a sung through musicals, for example, Hamilton, Hadestown, Natasha Peer and the Great Comet of 1812, other ones,
So true.
there are still bits of context that you might not be getting, even if you are listening to, a cast album that has every song, which is, the whole show.
Oh, so what you're saying is that a purely audio experience could potentially be enhanced by a visual element?
No, let
it's
me
changed.
finish.
Cat on the table. Give me the cat.
Ooh, Jinx even did it.
me
Jinx
the
is
cat.
the cat's name. Here goes Jinx over the mic.
Make a noise. There we go. There we go. Good
Just
little
a
noise.
tiny, clear little
Good
sound.
little
Listeners,
noise.
he sounds like that a lot.
He sounds like that all the time.
He doesn't make normal cat sounds.
No.
He can't be counted on to give regular cat sound effects. This is my impression. Before I get back to talking about my musical podcast, this is my impression of Jinx the cat.
Pretty.
Or this. And it's one of those two, always. So the concept of a musical podcast is very interesting, because it is the format of the show itself. It's like it's being told through someone's audio recordings. So in that sense, it feels very much like realism, where, there are some audio dramas where they're like, we're not going to bother to explain to you how you're getting this audio. It's not a recording. You're just hearing it through the universe. But with 36 Questions, it's sort of packaged in that way. But then there's also the musical theater rule of when our emotions get so big that we can't just speak about them anymore, we have to express them through song. So there's also that aspect of it.
And you know what the full version of that saying is? Is then if you can't say your feelings, you sing them. And if you can't sing them, you dance them.
Yeah.
Wolf 360. Viewers at home, I just did a Wolf 360.
Anyway, I thought 36 Questions was cool. I think Jesse Shelton and Jonathan Groff are very talented actors and singers.
This is the best episode of Podpodcastcast we've ever recorded.
So, 36 Questions was a podcast that I listened to all in one go, all in one day, and I recommended it to Honor, and I said, you should listen to this. It's a very interesting concept, a very interesting storytelling concept. The plot's kind of crazy. They already unpacked that in the episode. It is sort of like a character study musical, which is interesting, and that's sort of generally the stories I prefer. And I think the songs are good. I think, again, the actors, very talented. They did a good job. There's a duck, and not a lot of podcasts have a duck.
There's a duck.
A character is a duck, and his
Also,
name is Henry,
this
right?
music is actually going to make it a pain to edit because now they can tell if I make any cuts. And we're done.
Hold on, okay?
Is 36 questions good?
Yeah.
Question number 1. Is 36 questions good?
Yeah.
Do you have yes or no?
Yes.
Question number 2. How many questions?
36.
That's not yes or no. And the question number 3. Are there 36 questions?
Yes.
Question number 4. Hey.
What?
Nope. So, wrong answer. Question number 5. Musical?
Yes.
Question number 6. Why?
Yes.
Yes. Question number 7. How are you?
Yes.
Question number 8. How many?
No.
Yes. Question number 9. Could you?
No.
Surely we can't do 36 of these.
I've got a large barrel locked and loaded.
You know what? This is our last show, I believe. Anyone have any other shows that you're planning on reviewing after this? I don't think there are any others.
Well, we'll never know. Because Sam isn't here.
Because Sam
to tell
isn't
us
here to help
to
us
do the math.
Do the
like
math.
a little math guy.
To be our Jamie.
To look up the information
look
on
up
his
the
little
information.
device.
On his little device.
If I lay
as
down
he
the beat,
calls
can
it.
you guys do a Sam diss track?
No.
Sam likes to read books about history. Why he likes them is a mystery. Sam is named Sam. Why is that? Sam I am. But I'm not Sam, I'll never know. Where is Sam? Where did he go?
He left me! That was way too good. That was actually kind of awesome.
Viewer, audio dap. Audio dap me, patience.
Audio
Around the
dap.
microphone. Audio dap.
No, not around the mic.
Audio dap.
Listener.
Listen him.
No!
Stop making bad jokes. It's not funny.
I see you crying laughing, so I think it is in fact incredible joke.
Listener, I did cry laughing at our Sam rap.
Listener, this has been an especially chaotic episode of Podcastcast. Sam will be back.
No, we won't.
We'll have order returned
Not if I've got something to say
to the
about it.
galaxy.
Wait, is there an email?
Oh, let's read the email.
Let's read the email box. Let's read.
Wow, see, that's what normally, Sam would do this, but...
And you know what? You don't even need him to, because we did it.
Yeah, let's get on that. Let's go to...
If we took Sam's job...
You guys plug your
we
ears real
get
quick. I need
paid
to
a
say
lot of
something to the
money.
listeners.
Okay.
Sam, if you're listening, you're alright. Okay, we're good.
Wow.
Honor's pretending like she plugs her ears, but she's still listening to the live feed.
Oh my gosh, there's an email in the inbox, and it's from my cat. And the email from my cat says this. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Dear Honor and Sam. As a brief aside, he does actually, make noise for that amount of time without taking a breath, often.
Yeah.
Signed, my cat. And listener, that was a real email.
Wow.
It was in the inbox, and I just read verbatim what was actually written down with real words in front of me.
And that's true. And listener, if you...
And that's true.
Listener, if you want... I can't promise...
Listener, if you want.
I can't promise, the backing track or that Patience will read your email because Sam will be back and maybe we'll just get to your email in more of an orderly and real fashion. But you can send us an email at podpodcastcastpod@gmail.com.
What about this says not real?
Leave us a review wherever you're listening to this.
Write into the podcast at podpodcastcastpod@gmail.com and tell us if you would like Sam back after listening to all of this.
And listener, you can email the Podpodcastcast email and send over that cash drop location or direct deposit information if you want Sam back.
Hey, what are you talking about?
Nothing.
Cat by the table.
Oh!
Cat by the table. Into the wave. Okay, that's gotta be it, surely. Listener,
No.
thank you for listening. Patience, Justice, my siblings, thanks for potting with me.
Thanks for potting with us.
We're gonna try that again. And one more time. Audio dap.
Bye! Okay, bye! Justice, say bye.
Oh my gosh, we have to go back and do it again. Okay. Edit this out.
Laugh me in.
Okay, bye!
Bye!
Goodbye.
That peaked so bad.
I know I am peak, aren't I?